Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Varsha Ma'am, and in this particular session we are going to discuss agriculture and rural development related current affairs from 19th of July till 25th of July. So the aspirants who are there in the session, please let me know that my voice is clearly audible to everyone and the screen is clearly visible so that we can continue our today's session in a very smooth manner, like there will be no issue with the sound and other thing. Yeah. Please let me know, is everything fine? And how's your preparations going on? Yeah. See, aspirants, at the end of today's session, we will discuss some queries that most of the students are asking me nowadays because some students have started their preparation from the last week or from today or like in this week of July 2025, and they are thinking like how they will continue and what kind of changes they should do in their strategies in preparation so that they will be capable of covering most of the portion of syllabus in the time that is left. Okay, so we are going to discuss about all these queries also, so you need to be the part of the session till the end of it. Okay, so let's start our discussion, and there are so many important events that happened in the last week of July, that is from 19th of July till 25th of July, and we are going to cover everything. Yeah, very good evening, Shilpi. Very good evening, Samte. Very good evening to you. Is everything fine? I'm clearly audible and visible to everyone. Okay, let's continue our today's session. Let's start it. See, aspirants, you have to download the application of Oliveboard, okay, so that you will get a PDF of YouTube classes. And there are so many batches available for your better preparation there. And this is your NABARD complete course. Be the part of this batch and start your preparations with us, okay? Now let's talk about, so there's a news, like the news article is not so relevant for your exam, but there are some important things. Okay, so Shri Shivraj Singh Chauhan ji, who is our Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, he visited Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Directorate of Groundnut Research in Junagadh, Gujarat, on 19th of July 2025. And there he met with the farmers, okay, who are basically working with the groundnut crops. He shared their issues that they are facing, the challenges they are facing, and he discussed with them about the basic input like the fertilizers, like the seed and other related things, okay. And with that, they also discussed about a most prominent and improved variety of groundnut that is cultivated in state of Gujarat. Okay, we are going to discuss about all these things here. And that time he also mentioned about Lakpati Didis. Okay, he also met with the women who are now like having a title of Lakpati Didi. Okay, so with this news, we have to cover Lakpati Didi scheme. This is important. Although this scheme was launched in on 15th of August 2023, but still this scheme is important. And we are targeting that. I'll discuss about this thing that we will cover certain numbers of women under this Lakpati Didi scheme till 15th of August 2025. Okay. So let's talk about this particular scheme. So this scheme was launched on 15th of August 2023, and that was announced on 15th of August and launched on 23rd of December in Rajasthan. And which particular ministry or department is related with its implementation? So it is it is implemented by the Department of Rural Development in the state of Rajasthan. Okay, if we are talking about the state of Rajasthan, so that is the Department of Rural Development of Rajasthan. Similarly, if we are talking about the state of Gujarat, so it is associated with the Department of Rural Development in Gujarat. Okay, so that's how the different state, different departments are the part of it. Okay, yeah, Rahul, very good evening to you. Okay, now what is the aim of this Lakpati Didi scheme? So as a name shows, we are talking about the women empowerment. We are talking about the women, okay, so that they will be provided with skill training. Okay, 2 crore women across the country are provided with skill training, and the main aim of this training is to create 2 crore Lakpati Didis in the villages areas. Okay. Okay, Bajika Rakshra, that is really good to know. Okay, that is really good to know. Yeah, I'm happy to see you there. So let's talk about the eligibility criteria, like who is eligible to apply as a Lakpati Didi, like women who are eligible to apply for this Lakpati Didi scheme. So the applicant women should be a permanent resident of the state. The annual income of the family of the applicant women should not exceed rupees 3 lakh. Okay, if the annual income of the family is more than 3 lakh, that means the family, women of that family is not eligible to apply for Lakpati Didi. No member of the family of the applicant women should be doing a government job, because if they are in the government job, so obviously they will have a good salary. Primary goal. So what is a primary goal of Lakpati Didi scheme? To support economically disadvantaged women, providing them with a loan of rupees 5 lakh without interest, okay, so that they can establish their work. And government aims to create 3 crore Lakpati Didi in villages across India and benefit 11.24 lakh women in Rajasthan states. Okay, so this was a target, this was a primary goal when this scheme was launched. Now, what were the different benefits that are provided to women with the help of this scheme? So women are collected. So the women who are provided with this 5 like 5 lakh basically help, okay, or support without interest. So they are connected with the self-help group, enabling them to receive training in areas like making LED lights, plumbing, repairing drones, and etc. Like making women empowered, providing them employment. Okay, and these women self-help groups will receive drones for irrigation activities, and scheme provides various additional benefits like financial literacy workshops, credit facilities, insurance coverage, talent development, financial incentives, etc. Okay, and this is the latest news. This is the latest news of 2025. What we are targeting, 1.5 crore women have already become Lakpati Didi. And the government is on track to achieve the target of 2 crore women by August 15, 2025. Okay, that's why we discussed about all these things here. Yeah. So that's why we are discussing all these things here in more detail. Clear to you? Now, moving forward, Gujarat's prominent and improved groundnut variety. See, like I gave you in the static notes, a lot of informations about the varieties. There are so many varieties. Like we talk about the pomegranate, the variety that is exported is Bhargava. And similarly, this is in news. So the varieties that are in news, like we talk about the 2 genome edited varieties of rice in our previous sessions. We talk about the rice varieties, and similarly here we are talking about the groundnut varieties. So if you face any question like Girnar 4 is a variety of which crop? This type of direct questions can also be asked in your examination. Girnar 4 is a variety of groundnut. Okay, Girnar 4 is a variety of groundnut. And what are the important features of this variety? Why we are talking about this variety? First is it's a high yielding groundnut variety. Like the yield improve if the farmers use this variety in their field. Okay, and which particular organization is related with this development? Directorate of Groundnut Research. Where is the Directorate of Groundnut Research located? It is at Junagadh in Gujarat. Okay, and as we all know that you, in your syllabus, it is directly mentioned that you have to cover the important research institutions as well. Okay, and when was this variety Girnar 4 was released? So it was released in the year 2020. Okay, what are its genetic features? Important features of this variety are, so bred through marker assisted selection, making it one of India's first groundnut variety developed using this technique. Okay, so it is first variety, one of the first varieties of groundnut which is developed by marker assisted selection. Okay, so that the specific genes will be allowed to multiply and amplify. It is derived from cross between ICG4 9111 and ICGV 00351. And it is rich in oleic acid, that is high oleic type, promoting longer shelf life and health benefits. So oleic acid is good for our health, and this variety of groundnut is having high oleic content in it. Okay, and that is also like it is promoting its longer shelf life, and it is important for our health as well. Okay, what are its important agronomic features? Okay, agronomic features related with Girnar varieties are, okay, it's high yielding, like 30 to 40% higher yield compared to the traditional varieties of groundnut. Its maturity duration is 115 to 120 days. Aspirants, you will directly have question from this theory session that we are having now. You can take a screenshot or you can download the notes from our application or my Telegram channel. It is very, very important. Okay. And if we talk about the oil content, so it is nearly 50% with high oleic to linoleic ratio, that is more than 9:1. Export yield is near to 2.5 to 3 tons per hectare under normal conditions. And if we talk about its seed size, it is medium to large or uniform seed size is it. Okay. And why we are preferring this particular variety of groundnut in our field areas? One thing, it is high yielding variety. Another is it is resistant to late leaf spot. So if you get a question like leaf spot is a disease occurred in which particular crop, so you can mention it's groundnut if groundnut is an option. Okay, it's rust disease resistant, and it's drought stress resistant also to some extent. Okay. Now, economic and health advantages, as I told you, this variety is having high oleic acid content in it, so that is better oxidative stability, and its flavor retention has also improved because of high oleic acid content in it. Okay, its shelf life has improved. It is very good for health because of high oleic acid content in it. It's good for our heart health, and it's also reduce the bad cholesterol. Okay, and its market prices are higher for high oleic varieties. Adoption and impact, like in which particular states we are cultivating this crop or this groundnut variety in Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Maharashtra. And in other parts, if you talk like Western and Central India, and it's seen as like edible oil, we are promoting edible oil, and this variety is acting as a game changer in this field. Like good production of groundnut from this variety will improve the export and the value added groundnut export. Okay, so this is all about this particular thing. Now moving on the next topic. Okay, see, there was a complete article. There was a complete article, but that complete article is of no use for you. Okay, so that's why I took the relevant part here. I took the points that are important for you in this particular news article. So what happened on 21st of July 2025? There was a meeting like in Assam. Assam is facing the natural calamity of flood nowadays, because of which the most of the agriculture crops productivity has reduced. Okay, so recently on 21st of July, there was a meeting held at Krishi Bhavan in New Delhi, where Union Minister for Agriculture, Agricultures and Farmers Welfare, and he's also Union Minister for Rural Development, Shri Shivraj Singh Chauhan ji, he met with the Minister for Agriculture, Horticulture and Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Sciences of Assam. His name is Shri Atul Bora. And at the same time, he met with the Minister for Agriculture, Horticulture and Rural Development of Rajasthan, Dr. Kirori Lal Meena. And there was a discussion, okay, why these two ministers came to visit Union Minister for Agriculture, Farmers and Welfare to discuss with him the problems their states are facing nowadays. As Assam is facing the national calamity of flood and Rajasthan is facing the national calamity of drought. Okay, even though we are not having specific article related with the Rajasthan, like what are the important points, highlights for the Rajasthan ministers meeting, but we have some important points to mention related with the meeting of Assam Minister with the Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. And what are these points? So, responding to the concern raised by Shri Bora regarding the lack of notification for certain crop varieties in Assam, Shri Chauhan instructed the Indian Council of Agriculture Research to notify. So, there are suitable varieties of Rajma, Masoor, Arhad, sunflower, fodder, maize, garlic and onions specific to Assam's agroclimatic conditions. Okay, agroclimatic conditions of different areas are different. Okay, so when he came to know that the Assam is suffering from natural calamity and Assam is not notified about certain crop varieties, so he instructed ICR to notify Assam with the specific information related to this crop varieties so that Assam can do well in their agricultural sector. Okay, and to ensure farmer benefits from, as Assam is suffering from flood, so the farmers who are working hard, who were working hard in their agriculture field, they will be in loss now. So he ensured that farmers will get the benefits under the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. He also directed relaxation of the mandatory digital farmer registry requirement. So initially it was a mandatory thing that if the farmer is registered under the digital farmer registry and he had applied for Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, then only he will be allowed to get the benefits under the scheme. But as Assam is suffering, so Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmer Welfare gave the waiver and directed relaxation of the mandatory the digital farmers registry requirement. Okay, like the farmers, if they are registered under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, they will get the benefits under it. Understood? Now, additionally, he approved a 1-year extension. See, in a specific session, I told you about this mission organic value chain development for northeastern region. Okay, you can see your previous sessions. And recently, after being influenced by the meeting with the Minister of Agriculture of Assam State, he approved that, okay, I'm giving you 1-year extension for the mission organic value chain development for northeast region and instructed ministry officials to examine other related matters. So if there are other matters also, so the concerned ministries will look over them and try to resolve all the issues. Okay, so this is a very important news. That's why I covered it. Now we have some other important news or other important events that happened in the last week. So one is the mangrove conservation. We know about the marshy lands or the mangrove lands. Okay, I took a specific session related to this also. And like it was mentioned in the year 2021 for the first time, like mangrove data was also published. Okay, even though in 2019 also there was a data, but now we are more concerned about including the data of mangroves in our India State of Forest report. So lastly, it was released in 2023. It was a report of 2023, but it was published in the 2024 year. Okay, and in the month of October, November, we can expect that we will get the report of India State of Forest report for the this year. Okay, because this is a biannual report. It's released after every 2 years. So what is the data related to mangrove conservation that is mentioned under this report? So let's talk about it. See, aspirants who are in the session, if you are finding any query, if you are having any query or doubt, you can ask me. Okay, I'm looking for your comments as well. Okay. So as per the latest India State of Forest report for the year 2023, the total mangrove covering the country is now 4,991.68 kilometers square. Okay, which accounts for 0.15% of the country's total geographical area. If we talk about the total geographical area of the country, so it is nearly 0.15% of the total geographical area. So if we talk about the mangrove area, mangrove cover from the report ICFI, India State of Forest Report 2019 and India State of Forest Report 2023, there has been a significant increase. Okay, so we observe there is an increase of 16.68 kilometers square. Okay, and as a part of budget announcement, so in the year like 2023-24, in the budget announcement of the year 2023-24, there was a specific scheme or a program mentioned related to mangrove. And the name of the program is MISTI. See, MISTI, METRI. Okay. So there are so many different programs related with uh, different objectives. You need to know about them. So what is the full form of MISTI here? Mangrove Initiative for Shoreline Habitat and Tangible Incomes has been launched on 5th of June 2020. The 5th June is recognized as World Environment Day. Okay, you can learn the scheme programs and their significance, like when the particular scheme was launched and what was the objective of the announcement related to this initiative: to restore and promote mangroves as unique natural ecosystems and for preserving and enhancing the sustainability of the coastal habitats. See, the people who are living near the coastal line, their livelihood is earned by fishing practices or the practices related with the water bodies. Okay, so this initiative for shoreline habitats and tangible income, like they will get some direct income. Okay, and the objective of MISTRI is to restore the mangrove forest by undertaking mangrove restoration or afforestation measures along the coast of India. Like there is a need to uh, restore the mangrove forest area either by reforestation or growing new trees again, or by afforestation, like the areas which are not having any tree before, uh, like plant new trees there. Okay, the coastal zone regulation notification of 2019. So what is it, and under which particular act it comes? So the coastal zone regulation notification of 2019, it comes under the Environment Protection Act of 1986. It classifies mangrove as, so mangroves are ecologically sensitive areas, permitting only very limited activities in these areas. Like humans are not allowed to illegally or illicit poach in these areas. Okay, they are not allowed to encroach in these areas illicitly. Okay, as per this coastal zone regulation notification. Okay, and additionally provision of a 50-meter buffer zone along mangrove is also specified as CRZ1A in case a mangrove cover is greater than 1000 square meters. So if the mangrove cover is greater than 1000 meters square, okay, so 100-meter buffer zone is there. Okay, you are not allowed to enter the distance. And in such instances, if any mangrove are likely to be affected during the developmental process, 3 times the number of mangrove lost must be replanted as per the provision of CRZ 2019 regulation. So if there is any developmental program occurring near the mangrove forest and you are affecting because of your activities, that area will be affected, then you need to grow 3 times the number of mangrove lost, okay, as per the provision of coastal zone regulation notification of 2019. So this is important, CRZ. Okay, next is further mangrove areas and mangrove ecosystems are also protected under the relevant provisions of Van Sanrakshan Evam Samvardhan Abhiyan 1980 and the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 and other state specific laws are. Okay, so here with this information you are getting a lot of data. So you need to know about this data, important points related to mangrove conservation. Now another important point is, see, as per the Paris Agreement that held in the year 2015, India signed that this is a target that we are giving to us, that we will try to reduce the carbon dioxide emission till this level. And other than that, we will allow for the carbon sequestration of this million in our forest areas. Okay, so nationally determined contribution, like the contribution that the nation has decided to do towards the climate change that is occurring. Okay, so government of India stands committed to combat climate change and has taken a number of measures. Okay, we have taken a lot of measures so that we will combat the climate change in a very good extent. Okay, so to meet India's nationally determined contribution, which we had submitted to the United Nations Framework Convention of Climate Change under the Paris Act. And these measures include, so uh, like we had submitted certain data that we will reduce the carbon dioxide emission to this level and our forest can sequestrate the carbon to this level. Okay, so we had promised something. Now that the promise will be fulfilled on time. So by taking into consideration this thing, we took specific measures. And what are these measures? Like there are various policies, schemes, and the programs were launched from time to time so that India's action on both the adaptation and the mitigation fronts will be scaled up. Okay. Now, appropriate measures were being taken on promotion of we takes appropriate measures so that we are promoting the clean energy, especially renewable energy. Like we have the different renewable energy sources, solar energy is there, wind energy is there, biogas plants are there. Okay, enhancement of energy efficiency, like the whatever the fuels we are using, they should be efficiently utilized with minimum wastage. Development of less carbon intensive and resilient urban centers. Promotion of waste to wealth, safe, smart, and sustainable green transportation network, creating carbon sink through enhanced forest and tree cover, strengthening climate resilience in agriculture, water resources, coastal regions, health and disaster management. Okay, so appropriate measures were taken by our government on timely basis so that we will be capable of meeting our targets that we had given uh, during the Paris Agreement by ourselves. So India's climate action also captures citizens' contribution, including those through the activities under Mission Life, Lifestyle for the Environment, and initiatives like Ek Paid Maa Ke Naam. Okay. Next is government is implementing. So what we are doing, we are implementing National Action Plan on Climate Change. Okay. See, in our previous sessions also we discussed about this National Action Plan on Climate Change. This National Action Plan on Climate Change have 9 different national missions under it. Like the one mission is to combat the desertification. Okay, there are missions related to sustainable habitat, mission related to green India, mission related to human health, mission related to Himalayan ecosystem. So overall, there are 9 national missions which comes under this National Action Plan on Climate Change. Okay, and in our previous sessions also we discussed about them. Okay, so that's why it is needed that you have to attend the current affairs sessions in a sequence so that you will not miss the dots. Okay, everything will be in your mind in sequence. Clear? So there are total 9 national missions which are specific in the areas like solar energy, enhanced energy efficiency, water, agriculture, Himalayan ecosystem, sustainable habitats, green India, human health, strategic knowledge on climate change. Okay, and government is also supporting, like the states who are moving forward in this direction. And government is also supporting the states and the union territories for preparation of their respective state action plans on climate change in line with the strategy outlined in the National Action Plan on Climate Change. Okay, next important point, to support the objectives of National Action Plan on Climate Change, 34 states and union territories have prepared their state action plans for climate change to address state specific actions. Okay, so when nation decides something that we need to work upon it, like we need to make our targets fulfilled in the time provided to us, the state have to come forward with their state specific plans, then only the things will work well. Now, if you had decided something to crack a specific exam in this time period, so for that particular time period, there you need a lot of contribution from your educators, from your friends, from your siblings, from your parents, and the persons who are mentoring you are telling you about the different things. But similarly, if the nation has decided to work upon certain things, the state have to come forward to make the things possible. And the mission under the National Action Plan have been revised to align with India's nationally determined contribution under the Paris Agreement. The mission under National Action Plan for Climate Change are at various stages of implementation. This is very important. So what we observed that in June 2025, India has reached a major milestone in its energy transition by achieving the nationally determined contribution goal of 50% of its installed electric power capacity from non-fossil fuel sources 5 years ahead of the committed timeline of 2030. Okay, we gave that we will complete our target till 2030, and we had achieved the nationally determined contribution of 50% of its installed electric power capacity from non-fossil fuel resources, and which is 5 years ahead of the committed timeline. So this is one achievement. Another is, and this remarkable achievement highlights the government commitment on climate change. So if we are able to achieve it, that means we are committed to the action, climate action and sustainable growth to become Viksit Bharat by 2047. Okay. India's progress is particularly noteworthy on the global stage, despite having one of the lowest per capita emissions in the world. India stands out as one of the few G20 nations which is on track to fulfill or even surpass its nationally determined contribution goals. Okay, we are not emitting, like we are the lowest emitter of carbon dioxide, but we had promised to sequestrate the carbon. Okay, and we are about to achieve it. Okay, now this is one news. Now moving on the next news, it is related with Central Water Commission, CWC. It is also important. Okay, that's why I covered it here. See if you find direct question related to C. There is one Central Warehousing Corporation, but this news is related with Central Water Commission. Okay, so there is some data. Let's talk about it. Reservoir Storage Monitoring System. What is that reservoir storage monitoring system, and why this system was developed? Okay, we need to talk about it. So Central Water Commission monitor live storage capacity of important reservoirs of the country and issue weekly bulletins. So their weekly bulletins are released or issued. Okay, so that the important reservoirs of the country, like what is their live storage capacity, that will be monitored on timely basis. And to streamline the process of data entry and generation of bulletin, reservoir storage monitoring system was introduced. So in 2012, there was a system introduced, okay, so that it would be easy, the process of data entry and the generation of bulletin, that will be streamlined, or that will be easy. Okay, so this portal was developed by Central Water Commission. Okay, and there is no separate budgetary allocation made for development and maintenance of reservoir storage management system since its inception. Okay, it comes under the Central Water Commission of. Okay, so the bulletin which is having the weekly updates related to the reservoir storage monitoring system, or the updated information about the reservoirs, important reservoirs of the country, that can be viewed, and public is also able to access the data. Okay, so that public will get the informations like what is going on, and this information will support informed decision making, and it will enable the better planning for irrigation, drinking water, and the flood control, while also aiding drought preparedness, because all the data are available, like how much water is present, what is the live storage capacity of the important reservoirs. All the public will know about it, and that will help us to resolve the problems like irrigation, drinking water, flood control, and for aiding drought preparedness. As on date, like on 21st of July 2025, how much live storage status of 161 important reservoirs in the country is being monitored by Central Water Commission. And if we talk about the total cumulative live storage capacity of these 161 reservoirs, it is 180.46 billion cubic meter. BCM is the unit to measure the storage capacities, live storage capacities of the water bodies. Okay. So this is another thing. Now moving on the next news. So see, from the very beginning, like we had discussed about this process, like government is taking specific measures so that the farmers' income will be doubled. Okay, to double the farmers' income through a digital platform. Okay, we are trying to encourage the farmers so that they will not leave the farming practices. Otherwise, there will be the problems that we will face in the future. So government launched national agriculture market in the year 2016. Okay, so that whatever the products the farmers are growing, they can sell their products transparently. Okay, to the large number of buyers. They will have multiple markets electronically, so they can what they can do before selling any commodity, they can cross-check the prices and the system will be more transparent. Farmers will not fall into the trap of the middleman. Okay, so with this thought in mind, in 2016, National Agriculture Market was launched. Okay, farmer producer organizations have been like now we have 10,000 FPOs. Okay, have been on board onto these digital platforms like eNAM, Open Network for Digital Commerce, and Government e-Marketplace to enhance digital market access. Okay, so how it will help? It will help in enhancing the digital market access. Okay. Next is now let's talk about this thing. So I am covering two working paper here. Okay, I am covering the important details of two working paper here and what are they? So Reserve Bank of India, it introduced RBI Working Paper series. Okay, to present research in progress of the staff members and are disseminated elicit comments and further debates. Okay, so RBI is publishing the working paper series, okay, and it is having the information related to the research, which research is going on, which is in progress, and what is the progress of the research that's are going on. So one working paper was having a title of Vegetable Inflation in India, a study of tomato, onion, and potato. You can watch this article, okay? This you can see the article from like you can directly Google it and you will observe this RBI working paper there also. Okay, I'm covering the brief information about this working paper here. So it can be a topic for your descriptive answer writing. Vegetable inflation in India. We are observing that the prices of vegetable they got a hike on timely basis. Okay, seasonal vegetables they got a price hike. So what's the reason? Estimates farmer share in the consumer rupee to be about 33% for tomatoes, 36% for onions, and 37% for potatoes. Okay, like the farmer who is growing it, he is having a share of only 33% for tomatoes. Like he is a main who should get the maximum share. But he is getting only 33% for tomatoes, 36% for onion, and 37% for potatoes. So this is a specific article related to it. Another article that is price dynamics and value chain of fruits in India. Okay, like fruits are the most perishable items. They're having good moisture content in them. We cannot like freshly they will get a fetch the good prices and because of the high moisture content and other maturity indexes, you cannot store the fruits for a longer period of time. And because of which there will be a good price dynamic or fluctuations. So farmers share in the consumer price is estimated at around 31% for bananas, 35% for grapes, and 43% for mangoes in the domestic value chain. And the factors which are responsible for this price dynamics, this value chain or vegetable inflammation, the different factors are the number of marketing channels, the higher marketing cost of the margins, and higher perishability. These items are perishable. Okay, you cannot store these items for a longer period of time. So that is also an issue. So together with enhancing production and productivity, so we want to enhance the production and the productivity of this horticulture crop. We need to take about specific measures like how we can improve the marketing facilities of this agricultural produce and how we can reduce the post-harvest losses the farmers are facing or these crops are facing so that the farmers will get good remunerative prices for their produce. Okay, as these commodities have a lot of post-harvest losses and we are not having adequate marketing facilities of this agriculture produce. So because of that, the farmers are facing all these issues. They're having less share in the consumer's price. Like the price, suppose a consumer is paying 100 rupees, only 43 rupees will be given to the farmer. Okay, and the remaining amount will lost in between. Okay, because the marketing channel are more costly. Okay, so this is important. Now, another is agriculture infrastructure fund. So how we can like help the farmers. So if the farmers are having the good storage facilities, they're having the access to good warehouses or the storage chain or value chain. So they will sell their product in the market when the certain thing will be in the demand that will allow the farmer to get a good price out of it. So under the agriculture infrastructure fund, support is extended to cold storages in agri-export cluster at farm gate level for small and marginal farmers as well as big businesses, APMCs or mandis to reduce post-harvest losses and increase the farmers' return. Like farmers should get the maximum return. Now, if you are working on something and you are not getting the half of it, what will you do? But you will feel that you will not work upon it further because you are not getting the half of it. Okay, so that's how this agriculture infrastructure fund come into the picture so that the farmers will get good return for the products that they are growing. Entrepreneurs, cooperatives, PACS, self-help groups are actively availing agriculture infrastructure support fund support for establishing cold chain logistics, often integrated with grading, sorting, and packaging units. Okay, and till 30 June 2025, how many cold storage projects have been sanctioned? 2,454 cold storage projects have been sanctioned. And with what amount? Rupees 8,258 crore rupees. Yeah. Is it clear to everyone who are in the class? Please give me a thumbs up that the points are clear to you. Aspirants who are in the class, please give me a thumbs up that all these informations are clear to you. You will be able to frame a very good information with all these knowledges. Then only we will move forward. I need a thumbs up. I need an encouragement with the help of a thumbs up to move forward. Yeah. Yes. Samte, Shilpi, Rahul, Bajikar, Akshara. Are you getting all these points? And what about other aspirants? So I should not expect any feedback from you guys. All right. Okay, let me discuss about the next important points related to this particular topic. Next is, so firstly we talk about RBI working papers. Then we talk about agriculture infrastructure fund. Okay, and another important point that we have to discuss is about mission for integrated development of horticulture. As the RBI paper was also related with vegetables and fruits, then this agriculture infrastructure fund is also related with the agriculture and fruits, and there is a specific mission to boost the production of horticulture group, and that is a mission for integrated development of horticulture. Okay, and the main agendas and the points related to this mission are we need to reduce the post-harvest and the harvest losses of the horticulture crops. We need to have financial assistance there so that the farmers will free to grow and work upon this sector. This includes setting up of pack houses, integrated pack house, cold storages, reefer, transport, ripening chambers, etc. Okay, and the component is demand oblique entrepreneur driven, for which government assistance in the form of, so for this to work upon to develop the horticulture sector, there is a need to have government assistance in the form of credit linked back end subsidy, which is available at the rate of 35% of the project cost in general areas and at the rate of 50% of the project cost in hilly and scheduled areas under respective state horticulture mission. Okay, just to boost the farmers or just to give the farmers government assistance so that they work well in the horticulture activities. Okay, another important news. Okay, government is taking specific measures. The government is always about to take the specific measures so that the farmers will feel connected that government is thinking about them. So there are 7 sources Okay, Government of India has identified 7 sources that will help in enhancing the growth of farmers. And what are these 7 sources? Increasing in crop productivity, that the crop productivity, we need to take specific measures. So this can be helpful in your descriptive answer writing. Okay, you can take the help of this particular slide in writing your descriptive answer if it is related with this. Increase in the crop productivity, increase in the livestock productivity, resource use efficiency or reduction in cost of production, increase in cropping intensity, diversification to high value agriculture, remuneration prices on farmers' produce, shift of surplus manpower from farm to non-farm occupations. Okay, so if we introduce the machines or we work upon the submission on farm mechanization, so farmers will get more free time and they can contribute this free time in non-farm occupations. Okay, so these are the specific measures which can help farmers to enhance their growth. Okay, now we have the National Mission on Natural Farming. So this mission, we talk a specific session and we discussed about it, but it is in news nowadays. That's why we are covering it here. Okay, so let's talk about the important points related to this mission. The National Mission on Farm Agriculture, Farm National Farming, is implemented in 15,000 natural farming clusters, and it covers 7.5 lakh hectare area across the country. Each cluster is of contiguous areas of about 50 hectares and with approximately 125 farmers. Okay, and now they are scientists, farmer master trainers, training communities, resource persons undertake awareness generation, training, on-field demonstration, and provide continuous hand-holding support to farmers. So for this, more than 3,900 scientists, farmers, master trainers, and government officials have been trained on natural farming, and about 28,000 community resource persons have been identified under the mission who will provide the trainings to the farmers related to this. Okay, and 806 Krishi Vigyan Kendras and agriculture universities and local national farming institutions will be involved there. And till date, 1,100 natural farming model farms have been developed in Krishi Vigyan Kendras, and we are working on it. And the output-based incentives of rupees 4,000 per acre per year per farmer for 2 years is provision in the scheme for farmers to practice, so that they will practice the natural farming. Okay, so that they will practice the natural farming. Training, upkeep of livestock, preparation of natural farming input. Until date, more than 10 lakh farmers have been enrolled under the mission. Okay, so there are certain extra points that I have already covered for you. You can go through all these things, even though we had discussed about the participatory guarantee system in our last session also. Okay, so you can take the help of the last session also. Okay, so this is all about it. Okay, and this is all about our today's session. Aspirants, before ending the today's session, let me tell you one thing, that we are having this batch which is available on the application of Oliveboard. Be the part of this batch and start your preparations with us. If you are thinking of delaying your preparation like 4 more days, you are thinking that you start your preparation from 1st of August, like you are, what I should say, this is not like a good decision at this point of time, because we are expecting that soon in 1 or 2 weeks your notification will be released and your exam dates will be available to you then, and you know that syllabus of ARD and ESI is vast. You will not be able to cover the whole syllabus in the limited time provided to you. Okay, so make a wise decision, and if you are feeling any issue and if you are facing any issue and you are thinking like how to do and what to do, you can connect with me directly on my Telegram and you can post your queries there also, and you can mention your queries in the comment box also. I'll make sure that your comments will be resolved on time. Okay, all the very best and take a wise decision. We will meet tomorrow. I'll take a specific session. I'll tell you about some reports. And on every Sunday, we are having a session at 8 p.m. where we discuss about the ARD static MCQ. So make sure you guys are attending the 8 p.m. session on Sunday as well. Okay, bye-bye. Take care and all the very best.